thing is fucking charging.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Are they all recorded?
I got this girl in her feelings. I'm like, nice to meet ya. No double cup, but I still leaning. Think I am feeling her features. She a bright star on the ceiling. She want this A+, I'm a teacher. I got 4 bands like the seasons. Girls in my DMs, you think I was cheating. It's just me and my niggas this season. They swerving, I'm dodging these demons. Boys come around in the PMs. I need a Wats, not a beater. But like a Griffin, not Peter. My girl look like Rachel Demeter.
Oh, but just
let my song on repeat, it go status. I'm on it, I'm feeling the meter.
And when you record this?
Let's get it.
When I record this, I don't remember, bro. It wasn't uni.
Like long ago?
Yeah, like 2021. Yeah, I recorded
like last year.
last year.
God damn.
I was at uni and like it was in between classes.
We like high, like in that vibe, we just chilling.
No, I can't smoke in the studios, bro.
Oh, true that.
Because it was like university. It was like on campus.
Well, you know, before you go in,
I was like in the studio.
I know some homies that do that.
Nah, I was in the studio. I told some girls, like, I was like, yo, come through the studio. I was like, all right. So she's like, can I bring my friends? I was like, all right, bet. And then before they came, I did this song and I did another song. And I showed them both of them.
So hold on, you were thinking about both of them when you were writing the song in the studio at the time?
No. I just told them to pull up. I just told them like come through.
Oh, you just told them to pull up.
Yeah.
And
That's
then,
where the motivation comes in. You know what I mean? When he say he call the homegirl, she's like, can I bring some friends? Like, come through. So he work on one song. The homegirl won't bring some friends. Motivation. All right, we'll do another one too.
that's when,
Yeah, bro.
I'm fucking with it, man. I'm fucking with it. See, what did the girls say when they walked in?
Oh, they were feeling the other one.
Hey, hold on.
Because this song right here is like, you know, I was talking about, it was like this experience. Basically, like, you know, like, I went out with my friends for like a birthday. And then, like 3 weeks later, we had another birthday. We went out to Valley.
Party too much.
Nah. But look, that was like, I only go clubbing for like birthdays. I don't go out just
How many friends you got?
Not a lot.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
There's a friend. There's a birthday every second week. Nigga, like every week.
But it's just in February. All my friends' birthdays.
Yeah. I met a friend last week. It's your birthday next
It's
week.
her birthday
Alright.
next week. But yeah, I saw this girl the first week. I saw her. She's like, this was fun. I was like, oh shit. But my mind is like, you know, she's a club bitch. So I don't really, you can't. Like he said, you can't turn a hoe to a housewife. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Some brothers have tried,
But you can't do it. But look, like
It's only within the inside, you know what I mean? Like, whoever, how would she feel? That's it. My bad.
But 3 weeks later, we went for the second birthday, and I seen the same girl in the same fucking place. I was like, bro, this is getting too much. Where like, is it like a coincidence that I see her in the same place, or like does she just do this like every single like weekend type shit?
Oh shit.
So it had me thinking. So I made the song, you know, and yeah.
And that's how you made the song.
Yeah.
Just
Type shit. Just from that, bro. I could just from that little experience.
Nigga, I've been listening to like most of your shit, man. They're all about females. You got a thing, man. Like I think like your lifestyle is just evolved around females, my G. I think you need to just, you know, go experience a little bit of, you know, some other shit. You know what I mean? Like step in the hood a little bit. Be like, hey, yo, shit, let's talk about this shit.
No, what else?
Like, pop. Nigga.
Nah, but you gotta understand, man. There's different type of artists out there. You know what I mean? You cannot.
Yeah.
There cannot be too many gangster artists here, man. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
No, you're right. No, you're right. No, but you know, usually I think like artists talk about like, you know, whatever you're talking about, you know, as an artist, I think it's like more of your experience. You know what I mean? A lot of shit that you really feel, or you know, something that really relates to you or around you so much, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
See, that's
Like from music perspective, sorry, man. Music perspective, like, you know what I mean? I like to make music for the females as well. So look at this shit, right? If an artist, right, you make a song and shit, right, and say I come to the city and shit, right, and I made the song for the female, so the female love my song and shit. Guess who's gonna buy the ticket? The male gonna buy that ticket for the female, whether you like it or not. So like you gotta from a different perspective. So I'm saying either way,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
True.
So what? You like all romantic? You like all romantic, or you like? No, I'm gonna do this bitch. You know that type of shit, or what is it like? Or you know what I mean? Are you more like? I just wanna grind. You know what I mean? Like touch you. You know, soft lips, all that shit. You know, what is it more like?
Every beat has its own emotion. Like depends on whatever energy.
That's true.
Like every beat has its own motion. You know what I mean? You cannot just jump on a slow beat and be like, oh, what the fuck? Nah, man. You know what I mean? So every beat has its own time, and it depends on what your energy too. Whatever you go through, like you said, like trying to, like you gotta experience your shit in order to talk with like real shit. You don't just make up bullshit.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? And if you do make a bullshit, like there's a difference.
What's your intake on it?
My take on it?
Yeah.
So I was talking to him about this earlier before we even like set everything up. Like, my process is before I used to just like try to just like make up anything. So I've got songs on SoundCloud I'm talking about like some gang shit, but I wasn't like I lived in the suburbs, bro. But that shit's hit. I was like,
that shit hit you hard though.
It was like, oh, this is hard. But nowadays, I don't really like just write just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
I write based off experience.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be like a big thing. It could be like a small interaction. And
I feel like connect more way, like when it's something that you know that you've been through, like an experience and shit.
Because if you do it like that, like you already have your topic, you know what you're gonna talk about. So it's so much easier just to be authentic, and just talk about your life, than trying to figure out, okay, what am I gonna talk about now? Like, I don't know, fuck, I got Ferrari type shit, like, you know. So that's how I approach it.
See, I can't talk about money and shit because I'm broke.
Authenticity.
So I can't be rapping like I got money, I got shit because I'm broke, nigga. You know what I mean? So you be hearing more about my struggles in my music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's the thing with it, like authenticity. The more authentic you are, like when you're real with your shit, you actually feel it. So like therefore, like your audience will actually feel it too. Better because like you actually speaking the facts and shit. You know what I mean? If you talk bullshit, like nowadays a lot of
But let's be real though. But let's be real though.
You can't really feel it as much because like it's not genuine, it's not authentic.
But let's be real though. All these rappers, all these artists, all these big hit artists, the shit that they rapping about, like, you know what I mean? Something that they all, of course, it's not something that they all experienced or bodied or did this, you know what I mean? It's like they're talking from probably, you know what I mean, an acquaintance or somebody that they know. Like 50 Cent said a lot of his shit, you know what I mean? Like, you know, he's a mogul too. But, you know, he did the gangster shit by, you know, selling all that crap and shit. But he related a lot to what these motherfuckers are doing and shit. But you know what I mean? And that's where a lot of these little young rappers nowadays and shit, you know what I mean? That's where they're all coming up on, you know what I mean? It's like how you just create something to sound good to make you feel like you just believe it. You know what I mean?
I can see where you're coming from with that.
You know what I mean? Because it's, you know, these little young motherfuckers, they're so gangster and all this shit, bro. And I'm just sitting there going, bro, if I seen one of these little 5'2" little niggas out here, it'd be a different story. Yeah. But on TV, it's a bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
But it's like, do you think they're all like that? Or, you know, some of them are. Like, there's some real niggas out there. Let's be real.
I say it's a trend.
It is.
It is a trend. Like people will just like make whatever is popping. So say like gangster rap is like popular. People make that.
Everybody
wants that was a phase where like everybody was sad. People were just making sad songs because that's what was popular. You know.
Everybody was sad at that time. Everybody goes through phase.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely like it's like a bandwagon type thing with like what's popping.
Yeah, like man, when I look into this like this music industry, like I used to be a fucking big fan of fucking like I used to listen to music all the time, but for like years and years and years, bro, I hardly ever listen to music and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I try to like just, you know, have my own creation of, you know, my own art. You know what I mean? Because the more that I listen to and shit, bro, I feel like I'm vibing sort of with someone that I listen to more and shit. You know, I listen to more freaking old school R&B. I start writing old school sort of, you know what I mean, R&B type of shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? The more I don't listen to, you know, just don't have a type and just listen to whatever someone else is just putting out there and shit. Like, if you come up, I'm like, yo, play your music. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what the damn to play because I know my shit is the same shit that I know. Yeah. But if I listen to your, you know what I mean, your shit and just start listening, I have like a whole different type of, you know what I mean? Yeah. Instead of like just being so used to what I know.
Yeah. Like this energy that I'm getting from it, like, I don't know, like, I feel like I don't think they're using their own freedom properly, you know what I mean? Like, because for you to make them type music, yeah, man, and you actually wrote that shit, man, you know? Like, so I feel like maybe what we don't know, or what we don't see, you know what I mean? Whatever that happens behind closed doors. But I don't know if they have that sort of freedom because like when we have real artists out there for real and they don't, you know what I mean? They're not on that same platform. But like they're making way better music than these people, right? Did you actually mean to write that shit and put that shit out like at your free will? You know what I mean? If you take a step back and listen, like, you know what I mean? He makes music, I'm music, and you love music, you make music too, nigga. You know
I'll ghost write, man. Yeah. People don't know that, so, you know, you need some shit, you know. All right.
So I think that maybe like these artists, like they don't have the complete freedom of like, you know how everything is changing, man. Even comedians can't even talk how they want to talk because you gotta be
the world's
politically correct.
Bro.
You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about the artists. They're just using them to like the influence shit, whatever, brainwash little kids, like whatever, all this shit. You know what I mean? They don't have the right freedom as they would. Cause
I feel like, you know, to be honest, it's like there was some shit that came out here one day, right? I started writing this song, you know what I mean? Like, you know, started dissing, like, mentioning some big names. Just, you know, just me writing, you know what I mean? Like, dang, this shit sound fire. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is Kanye and Kim or whatever the fuck it is, you know what I mean? And, like, I showed it some people and shit, they were like, man, you know what I mean? Like, you know, why you mentioning these, you know, why you putting these motherfuckers, like, why you dissing these people and shit, like, sort of shit, you know what I mean? Like, it's like people have this pedestal where you feel like you can't jump a bridge and shit, bro. You know what I mean? You can't even talk about sort of like the worst of shit or somebody that's sort of there because you're a nobody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, make attention, nigga. Jump on that motherfucker and start going at him hard one day. You know what I mean? People are like, who is this motherfucker? You know what I mean? Like, if you want to make attention.
That's one way to do it. That's how, I don't know if you guys know Hobson. But I found Hobson from he was dissing Lil Wayne, and like all the rappers was like, yo, who's this guy? So I started listening to him, and then I became a fan.
You see what I mean? Yeah, you just doing something different. But then it's like if you were doing it with your homeboys and shit, you trying to go in the studio, like it ain't gonna be no, you know. People have this just, I don't know, like there's something that you can't jump out of a box. You know what I mean? Like there's these boxes just fucking just right there and shit, and you know you can't be that person to step on that shit yet. You know what I mean? It's like Kanye called himself Jesus or Yeezus. Everybody start tripping.
Yeah.
And shit. You know what I mean? It's like, who the fuck are you? It's like, you know, because he put himself, you know, over the fucking sort of pedestal and shit. Yeah, and it's only just him just saying who he feels like in this shit. Everybody start tripping.
Being himself.
But that's the music part anyway, nigga. Shit, let's go home, man. Let's go home. Let's go to Africa, son. You know what I mean?
Yo.
Huh?
All right, let's go home.
Let's go home, son. Let's go home. What part I get to Africa anyway, nigga?
Yeah, Zambia, bro.
Zambia.
Yeah.
Shit, let our people know out here, nigga. How long you been in Australia?
I moved here in 2018, but before that, I lived in Canada.
A cold ass place.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
gets hella cold. But I visited home in Zambia like 2017. That was
2017.
That was my first time going back in like 10 years. 10 years or like 7? Nah, like 9, 10 years. Yeah.
Maths wasn't really your thing back in school, huh?
Oh no, it is.
Okay, keep
So, quick question: going from Zambia to Canada to Australia, like what's the transaction? How is it like living in Canada and then coming to live in Australia?
From hot to cold to medium.
Zambia?
Honestly, bro, I prefer heat. I don't like cold just because like.
See,
I feel you, man.
You like me.
No.
Every other brother I talk to, bro, they be like, nah, man, I like the cold. I'm like, since when?
Yeah, no, I definitely live in the ice, like freezer ice, like just like you can't, like you go outside, you gotta have like gloves, and you have gloves inside your gloves, and you're still cold. Fuck that, bro.
Yeah.
How high does the snow get though? Like that get big, eh?
Yeah, it gets big. Like at
Walking
first,
to school and that.
nah, we had like school buses, like I was like shit,
In the middle of
like the yellow school buses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to walk to the bus stop, obviously, but sometimes like there'll be so much snow, but the sidewalk is covered. They kind of like have to walk like on the road.
I just always try to imagine that for, you know, like as a black man coming straight from Africa, going into the hottest place into the snow. Like, think about that. Like you going from
like
ice. Like
see the thing that's messed up though, like with like Canada is like the weather is like bipolar. It gets as hot as it gets as cold. So like in the wintertime it's cold as fuck, but when summertime hits, like right now it's summer right now, it'll be like hot as fuck, like hot. Like it gets hotter than like not hotter than here, but like it'll get like 38 degrees.
Yeah,
like,
that's hot.
It'll get hot. Like you go to the beach, you got you know you swimming in the water, like you be in your house, you sweating, you got to turn the AC on because it's that hot.
That's wild.
But then again, it'll get so cold when it comes to wintertime. So like,
it snows.
Yeah.
I heard this thing about snow, right? I've never seen snow in my life.
Yo.
You never seen snow?
I swear to God, I've never been to snow. The
I need to
closest
take
I've ever
you.
got to snow was hail.
Oh.
So it hailed in Australia.
Yeah, we need to take this guy to a snow, bro.
Listen. This is real shit, real facts, right? So my first time, this was, I think it was 2007 or 6, right? And then it was hailing and shit. So we've always seen snow like in movies and shit.
Yeah.
And then it was outside, like this shit was boom, 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 boom.
Oh,
so
Start
I was
tripping.
like, oh. I told my little brother. My little brother's like, hey, it's snowing outside. So we ran outside and
Smack!
Oh, you ran outside.
right? But anyway, so my question was, that was fucked up. But anyways, my question is, I heard this thing about, I've been looking it up and I've been speaking to a couple of people that have been through snow and all that. They said that it's not that cold in the snow. Like it's not as bad as like you would think.
Yeah,
that it
it's
is.
not. Yeah, it's not as cold as you think.
So when it's actually snowing, it's not cold. But when it stops snowing, that's when it gets cold.
That's when it's cold.
Yeah.
It's like the wind, like
Yeah. I don't
they
know
just
how.
they just blow that stuff.
I don't know like the science behind it. But when it's like when you see snow falling, it's
so it's
like
not that-
it's cold, but it's not as cold as it does when it's like
As
just
you would
like
think it would be.
It's like when it's hot, but then it's humid as fuck,
yeah.
sort of thing. Yeah, that's crazy.
So like yeah, it's
But
like
I think it's just like the imagination of just like snow because
it's like what the fuck is it like? Is it
Yeah.
powder?
Yeah,
Like
especially if you never experienced it, because,
Yeah.
like I said, if you don't know what snow is, then
first time I
fuck around,
experienced it, that
walk
was
into
in
hell.
2001 in Canberra.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The first time even Canberra ever had snow. And you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
can you believe I've been the first to experience a lot of shit? Like, first time Canberra had snow.
Yeah.
So I actually Googled this shit. Canberra had snow in 2001. It's like, come outside, bro. Like, everything was just white.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, as a kid, I just came out like, what the
the
fuck?
fuck? Yeah.
Like, it was just so dope, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like all this thing that you see on TV, like trying to make like snow
Like,
angels and shit. Like,
yeah.
it was just like, come out. And then one thing my friend called me, it was like, do you know what you look like in the snow? I'm like, what? It's like you look like a Lemington. You know that Lemington? You know them chocolate chocolate mug cake with all the frosty icing on top.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that little bun cake.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, man. He said, holy shit, it makes sense.
Damn.
And, but yeah, like my first experience with snow, bro, like it was dope. But one thing I want to do is like go like ice skating, bro, like
bro.
snowboarding, bro.
Oh, you could go ice skating here, bro.
Yeah.
Where in Brisbane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
been ice skating?
indoors or like
Indoors,
out-
yeah. No, indoors. It's like
Oh no,
Indoor
no, ice skating shit. I got it wrong, my G. I'm talking about like what do you go snowboarding?
like skiing and snowboarding and
ice
stuff like
skiing.
that. Yeah.
Ice skiing, skating, same shit.
Hey, bro.
You know, I like you do that in Brisbane. Like what? Nah, but like skiing and
Yeah.
snowboarding in that.
Yeah, that's fun, bro.
Have you been there?
Yeah, I've been snowboarding. But like it
So
was
you know
like-
how to skateboard too, then, huh?
yeah, I know. I started skateboarding first. That's why I chose snowboarding.
black-
That's how you balance it, man.
See, that's well.
Sorry,
that's
continue, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Continue that.
But it was my first time like ever on like a mountain, like going down a mountain. So I was like, all right. Cause like looking at skis, like I might do a split. You know what I mean?
That's a brother nightmare right there.
I
Man.
like go like this, bro. Oh, shit, I want what I'm gonna do. So I chose a snowboard. But you gotta be careful though, cause like the ice, it's like black ice. So like
And that, yeah.
it's like I don't know. It's like black ice. It's a bad
What do you
thing.
mean black ice?
So basically black ice is like
Touch it and
it's not.
it burns your shit.
Nah, it's like it looks just like regular like snow, but it's like frozen hard and it's slippery as hell. So if you go over it, you're gonna lose control. Like that
It
happens
was like hitting like a brick rock.
Yeah, I see
Like
some
a
of
rock.
those videos, like some cars or whatever, like in some England and America. as
Yeah,
well,
he's
all
driving
that.
and then the car loses
Like,
control.
The car stop and shit, and then it just slides.
You
and
just
shit.
like that's
Yeah,
black
yeah,
ice. That's black ice. You
Oh,
don't
okay,
like
yeah.
you don't see it, but it just looks like it's, yeah.
That's crazy.
So I was going down the slope and I was going a little too fast. It was my first time going on the slopes.
Yeah.
So I was trying to slow down. So like to slow down, you kind of like turn the board like sideways. So it's like sideways going down and then it's like
Yeah,
pushing
that's
against the
what it
snow
was,
to
yeah.
slow down. But then I hit a patch of black ice and it just went and I fell backwards and hit my tailbone right on the thing.
Oh.
And I felt it for 2 days after that.
God damn.
It was painful. Like
How far down did you keep going? Cause you know,
Oh, yeah.
you know when you start coming from the top, it's like feel like that thing don't end.
yeah, I was like
just-
halfway down the mountain and I hit the ice and then I
But
I
that
fell.
should cut your breath, man. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like I remember the first time I tried skateboarding. One of my white friends took me to the skate park and shit,
Yeah.
right? They're like, yeah, just go down
Just
the
go
ramp,
down.
lean forward and it's easy. You got it, dude.
You're
Come
sending
on,
bro.
Jack,
Bro,
just
yeah.
lean forward, put your foot on
Yeah.
there. You got this.
It's like, you got it, dude. And I fell for it. I'm like, yeah, I do got it, dude. I went
Send it,
for it.
bro.
So when I went and I felt like hit my toe, I couldn't breathe. But I'm like,
Right in the back,
Yeah.
right
so that's
here.
the worst part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you on
Hey,
that.
hey, when
That's the
you
worst part.
did the skiing, was it in tight jeans or back in your baggy jeans days, bro? Because I just
Oh, like,
What the
like,
fuck?
nah, like, cause you know when you like now like when you wear these jeans now and shit, like, cause you trying to think like if you doing this and you do the splits,
I
then
was-
you would split your jeans
All right, so
right
like,
now. You know what I mean?
had,
Like you know how tight these jeans be at nowadays.
I mean, you could wear jeans, but like it was so cold, bro. I had to wear snow pants. You guys ever seen snow pants? Like,
Yeah.
so you wear like snow pants and pants inside, or just snow pants?
No. You wear pants inside and then snow pants.
And then snow pants on top.
Yeah. So inside are like jeans, cause like I can wear anything like like snow pants are like pretty like heavy. Yeah. So like it's like nice and warm, and then you got your pants inside. So I mean I don't know if people wear like like just like underwear under the snow pants. Shit. I don't think that's a thing. But
I think white people wear like underwears and shit. My friend, remember my friend Chapman?
Yeah.
He did skydiving in a G-string in the snow. I actually have picture of that. You actually seen that? It's on his Instagram, so you can find it on Instagram,
bro.
Well, yeah,
that's out of hand.
Like I swear to God, bro, I just see this shit like, get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
bro. Like how do you think of this shit, bro? Like,
Crazy, bro.
what goes through your mind, bro? Like, would you ever do some shit like that? Like, what's the wildest thing you feel like you could ever do as a nigga? You know what I mean?
Skydiving,
like,
bro.
Where you feel like you just,
like that's
come on, man. Me and homeboy here did it.
No, I haven't been skydiving.
Yeah,
but I haven't even done like the bungee jumping thing. Nah,
that's worse. I think. I don't trust no rope
Like
on my
the
leg.
Bungee jumping, nah, no way.
Because you're already close to the ground.
Nah,
No.
just
What if the rope cut?
Yeah, like you know what I
that's
mean?
the first question, bro. Fuck that.
Shoot, what about
you have no control.
What
And
if the
you're on your
parachute
own.
doesn't open?
Nah,
No,
but
it
you
will
lose
open.
somebody.
You have a spare parachute. They give you extra parachutes.
Unless that brother is
Exactly.
suicidal, that's the
Two
only.
parachute cuts?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Suicide.
Unless it's suicidal, that's the
You never
only
heard that
way.
shit,
You
bro.
know what I mean? So if you really got to do, you got to check his, his health records, his whole, shit. If you want to feel safe, you know what I mean? Because if they're not suicidal, you're good to go. But freaking bungee jumping with a rope, just imagine that, bro. Because homegirl told me this, like she did in New Zealand, and it's like you get that close to the water,
Damn.
like your face comes this close.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Sometimes
just think
you go
about it.
all the way in.
and you're all the way. You're all the way from there.
But
bro.
sometimes you like to your shoulder, your head goes in the water, right?
What the?
Yeah, sometimes some places they have that actually.
Nah.
I swear to God, right?
I seen it on
Now
TV,
what
but
if? What if who can control
shark.
the currency of the water?
Yeah.
Oh, the shark.
if
Yeah. Imagine just seeing that shark just waiting.
Fuck all that shit, bro. You know,
just
I don't
land
want
on
to
it,
find
bro.
out.
I used to land in the
That's all I'm
nature.
saying.
It was your time, bro. Yeah, like you go bungee jumping, and then all of a sudden there's a shark there, hungry, bro. He hasn't had a feed in a while, bro. And it's like one of them where you just look down. It's like God, and then there's that brother coming down his first jump.
Yeah, you can't stop that
We've
shit.
all had that before, you know what I mean? We've all had such a great day. We do something, and then there's just that one thing that had twisted the whole fucking
Yeah,
vibe
bro.
and just killed it all.
That's facts.
Right?
It was like that.
So it's just like bunch.
Remember we were gonna do I was gonna do swim with the sharks, and then next minute we
like
see
in the
that
cages.
Nah, like sort of free swim. I know, don't worry. I was thinking like a white man, and then at that
He
time.
was trying to go to the reef.
At that time,
whoa.
yeah, we actually had a book. I was actually gonna do this for my birthday, right? You know what I
Bro.
mean? This homegirl and that were gonna take us in that.
Yeah.
And then at that time, freaking I was watching the news, and then all of a sudden, this somebody got mauled by a shark in Sydney,
Jeez.
and it was no arm, no leg. Bro, and it was all over YouTube, bro. And that's the day I said that. I said, "Is that a sign for me, God? Like, you know what I mean? Like when you
Don't
see
do this
something,
shit.
you're like, hey, all right, everybody was right. I'm not doing this."
Nah, it's funny.
That's when the black and you come out like, yep, nigga, what were you thinking?
Yeah, but to answer your question, like the craziest thing I would do is skydive. I haven't even skydived yet, but I was thinking about going skydiving for my birthday this year.
Do it, man.
Hey, it's not as bad as you would think it is. I swear to God, it's not as that bad. You know, me and this guy, we went last time.
Yeah.
And when we came back, like, I showed my mom after we came back.
Yeah.
I showed my mom, I'm like, hey, mom, I went skydiving.
skydiving.
She said, what? And then anyway, she was watching the fucking shit there. I'm going, come, don't jump. I'm like, man, I already jumped and I came back. But it's like me watching TV, eh? Don't go in there.
It's like live.
Don't jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, it's not as bad as you would think it is. But like a lot of, yeah. You know what I mean? We like
What's
to stick to
stopping
the
you,
ground.
though?
Niggas like to stay to the ground. That's what it is. Niggas
Bad.
like to stick
What's
on the
stopping
ground.
you in your mind though? What's going through your mind like making like
Yeah,
I want to
it's-
do it, but I don't want to do it.
Everything, bro. Like everybody's like, what
The
if?
fear of death.
Yeah, it's actually not even fear of death. It's just like, what if?
What if what?
Like just the
parachute don't pull out.
parachute and the reserve parachute don't work.
That don't work out.
That shit happens, bro.
You like, what if the instructor don't like black people? Like, fuck it, I take both of us.
Yeah. You know, you never know, bro.
But let me tell you something before
Yo.
you go skydiving. This is what they don't warn you, right? When you go skydiving, right? When you go up on a plane,
Yeah.
the only person that come back
Is
the
a pilot. Yeah, they only tell you that once you're in the plane.
You gotta get off. Like,
shit.
or they push you off. Like either way, you're jumping off that plane.
Bro.
Yeah.
But it's not that. So that's a warning though. So just before you go and shit.
Yeah,
You
because they're not gonna tell you that. They're not gonna
can't
tell you
jump
that.
in.
Yeah.
You
It's
cannot
like
just
once
go
you
up
sign a
and be like,
contract,
I don't want to jump anymore. No, there's no such thing, bro.
because the plane can only land with one.
Damn.
I know how that works.
Was it like a weight thing with the?
Nah, so you when you go there, like obviously because it's gonna be your first time, right?
Yeah.
So you don't get to jump by yourself. You need I think they said over how many?
1,000 flights, man. You need like over 1,000 flights.
Like 10 hours of jumping experience before you could jump by yourself.
Bro, wasn't there like someone that went skydiving with like an instructor and like something?
Yeah, so like prior to
something
that,
happened.
after you get your 10 hours,
They just put on the ground, bro.
with the
Why you
instructor,
gotta why you gotta think about
Nah,
the,
there wasn't.
you know,
Yo, I swear that happened.
the one in the millions, sort of
Exactly. It's the chance of it happening.
Let me tell you, I always thought about that shit, bro. It's like everything that they say, right? 99.9%.
Yeah.
You never get 100. Somebody gotta take a fall.
Hey, and you gotta ask your questions. Like when you get there, be like, all right, cool. You gotta jump on an instructor. You go ask for the person that did the most hours.
Yeah.
Because he know what to do.
Yeah.
He ain't trying to fuck up. He ain't trying to go there with
Right.
Fuck that, man.
Nah, that's wild.
It will be fun though, definitely.
Skydiving.
I gotta.
Dude, the only reason I did it, well, actually, yeah, pretty much the only reason I did it is because my friends paid for it. There's no way that I was going to pay for me to jump out of an airplane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I put that down on everything and shit, and we end up playing pool. I kick his ass and shit, so he ended up paying $350 for Christmas party.
So you basically jumped out of an airplane for free.
Yeah, well, I was gonna pay for my death. That's the one thing that I said from the start.
Hey,
you know,
but
I see the video.
after doing that,
sweat.
after doing that, would you pay for it? After that experience?
Now, I would, but it's like the feeling. The feeling is like you can't explain it, bro. You get like 5,000 like different emotions in midair, bro. You know what I mean? From fear to excitement to just every single emotion you can feel, bro, on every single face. But when you start watching your video yourself, bro, you know every emotion you felt at every time, bro. I passed out as soon as it jumped out. Woke up because like I realized I was in the air, passed out.
Pass that again.
Yeah, and then woke up. And then it's like later on, like after like 20 seconds, you realize, bro, like,
Oh shit, I'm following my death right now.
like, and then it's just so beautiful, bro. Like it just when you open your eyes, bro, it's just like, holy smoke. Yeah, it's like a whole different feeling, bro. Yeah, you gotta try it, man.
I'll try it, definitely. I'll try it.
Why are black people scared of heights when they're the tallest people?
No, see, I'm not scared of heights. It's just like falling straight.
Why is that like something you have in your nightmares, dreams a lot,
Bro,
or some shit? Like, where does this come from? Like,
All right, so I've been to, when like you're like up at 2 a.m. just on YouTube, just like you go to the dark side of YouTube. I saw this one video of this Asian guy. Oh, he was like a stunt guy, and like he was like hanging off
on the dark side of YouTube,
yeah, on dark
on the dark web.
dark side of YouTube, bro.
Okay.
It's not even dark web. It's just like the dark side. It's like some fucked up shit. I saw this video of this guy.
What the fuck you get into?
Oh shit!
I'm on the regular one.
Like some dark shit. Like how dark?
So like, yeah, it's just, this guy, bro. Like he's a
You got the premium YouTube.
yes sir. He was a stunt guy, and he was like filming himself like do this stunt. He was on like a skyscraper, and like I don't know why he had no parachute, but he was hanging off that shit doing some shit, and like but he didn't have like enough upper body strength to put himself up. So you just see him like, in the video hanging, and then you see him slowly lose his grip, and then he just like falls, and he died.
And that was not a movie. Yeah, that was like
No, you can look
See,
it up
and
right
that's
now.
the problem. I think this is the problem because like when people do that type of shit, dark side of YouTube, that
stay away from the dark side of YouTube.
No, but then you limit yourself. That's where you create your own fear.
Yeah,
By
exactly.
looking at shit like that. You know what I mean? If you like, look, I'm gonna try it. If I die, I die. Nah, not like that. Not like that. Not like that. But
Yeah.
like if that's how you limit your experiences and shit. You know what I mean? When you start to look at deep shit
To
like
be honest,
that.
bro, you know what I
because, like,
think, dude?
Yeah.
I think it's like we have so much fear that we don't even acknowledge it. That we can say that, man, I ain't scared.
But see what it is, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I ain't scared of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll give you an example. Like someone said this. Like I could put like this log, right? Let's say it's about like that length apart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And let's say about like 20 meters. You know what I mean? Just from here. you'd walk on it all the way down.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? Like without even thinking.
Yeah.
But you know, if you put a hard ladder, you like
though.
it's a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like we have this so much fear there that we don't freaking realize where it's just in us and shit, bro. Like, you know, we just
fear is not in us.
it's in.
We're not like, bro, look at the kid. Like, imagine, yeah? Your little brother, your little sister, your nephew, whatever, right? You could be the grown-ass person, you afraid of a dog, right? So, for example, like homeboy and shit, he was scared of Kobe before, right?
Yeah.
But like, for example, like say if you came with your little brother or your little sister, whatever, like they wouldn't be afraid of the dog.
Yeah,
They'll just go, oh, doggy, come here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll go play with it. Like, so we are not like, but then after you learn about your fear, you like, oh, as soon as you learn like, oh, this shit is dangerous for you, that's when you're like, okay, cool. That's where fear starts at. You know what I mean?
Nah, the thing is
Because
though, I think like
you're taught fear. You don't know fear at the beginning.
No, you know what the fear is? We are fear of the unknown. That is what the fuck it is.
True.
It's like you seen all the kids that come out here with my dog. You know what I mean? Like even Daniel's kid and all that. All my nieces and that came out here. Everybody was scared of Kobe at first. You know what I mean? Because they don't know yet or never had that attraction to sort of thing.
They're not.
It's like for
the kids,
even the
like
kids.
the young ones, they weren't afraid of it.
No, they
weren't. At the beginning.
At the beginning,
like the
yeah,
young
that's
ones,
the first thing.
No. The young ones, the kids. Sorry to, but the kids like they weren't afraid of. They just ran up to the dog and started playing with the dog. That's the difference, you know. The elders were like, "No, don't go to the dog. The dog might bite you. The dog might do this to you."
Yeah,
that's when the kids started hesitating, like, "Oh, okay." And then that's when obviously the dog senses the fear of the person, and then it starts acting some type of way. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm gonna give. But the thing is, you're right. You're right about that. That's probably something that you see. You know what I mean? But from me witnessing it. You know what I mean? With my own little nephews, the little youngest one, it's like I had to keep Kobe outside. And a lot of the times when my family was here, it's like I felt so bad for my damn dog, bro. Like I felt like that's my little baby. You know what I mean? So when the kids were inside and the dog was like outside at 9 o'clock, I used to get mad at the kids. Like, y'all need to get the fuck out of here. My baby need to come inside.
Yo.
You know what I mean? But it was the kids who were more... Hey, listen to this. Hey, that's my baby too, bro. Kobe's my baby.
Yeah.
But it's like the baby's there, you know what I mean? You had that more of a fear. Until later on, they started like, acknowledging what it sort of is and shit and realized that it's not going to freaking, going to bite them in that. It was the little youngest one, bro. I used to sit there because I just sit there and observe kids and, shit, I had a rat too. Everything I have around me, bro, I fucking just sit there and observe.
I had a rat too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I just observed these kids, bro, with the dog and it was just... Yeah, they have that because what you don't know at first, you know what I mean. It's like you have hesitation of it, regardless of what it is. It's like,
but see, at the same time, it's like
even food. What you don't know, you're gonna smell it first if you've never tasted it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you have a hesitation of it first. You know what I mean? Yeah. And shit, if you feel like, and then your senses come in, like you feel like it's okay. It's okay. Some of them are scared of it. Like, nah, this is not for me. It's like some kids are good at math. Some kids are good at kicking ass. You know what I mean? It's two different things.
I feel
But
like
it's what you're good at.
I feel like fear keeps us alive.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
You know?
It keeps us awake.
But
Yeah.
It keeps us awake. As soon as something comes up, it's like everybody's like, you see that? Did you see that? You know what I mean? It's like that fear comes up and then you just out here. It's like, you know what I mean? And that's when people like, you paranoid. You paranoid.
But see, this is where it gets fucked up because like that's your that's like the smart thing to do. I was like, oh shit, you heard something? Like, let's not go over there. But then you get something like, like white people will be like, oh shit, what's that? Oh, let's go check it out. And then some shit happens and like, oh, what the fuck?
like, do not enter and you enter.
Yeah. Exactly. I was like, no trespassing. Because I remember I was like for uni, we had to do like this assignment with like some like 3D audio shit. And I was in this group with these other two guys. And they wanted to go to a fucking like abandoned mental asylum, bro.
A what?
Abandoned mental asylum. So where like mentally like crazy people to go.
Yeah,
but it was like abandoned, and it had like So we got there. I was like, in my head I was like, bro, that's dumb, bro. What the fuck? You gonna mind?
Was that a brother or was that a white?
I was a white dude.
Well, your white friend. Okay,
it was his idea.
Yeah, brothers don't do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, all right, we got there, and then I would put. I was like, they were walking. I was like, I'm walking behind them. And then I see this shit's covered by gates and like fences, like barbed wire on top of it and everything. They clearly don't want you to go in there.
Yeah.
And niggas see X sign right there, bro.
I was like, all right, we're going back. We can't go. And then they were like, let's find a way in. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you?
Hey, yo, it's like, hey,
I seen this in the movie, man. Black man dies first.
Hey, remember this shit last time when so there was when we went to Nimbin for the weed festival thing. So there was like, I think, is it Mardi Gras?
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras,
Yeah.
like the weed festival and shit. You know what I mean? Not that other one.
The what? The LBGT? That's
Not that one. Not that one. That was like the weed festival, nigga. Come
Yeah,
on,
okay. The
bro.
one in Nimbin.
What the fuck LBGT?
No, it's in the Mardi Gras. Isn't the Mardi Gras the LBGT?
There's two of them. See, there's a Mardi Gras and grass.
Am I-
The Gras is the them?
Jewish one?
I don't know, but the Gras, I think the Gras is like the LGBTQ WZ people. There's too many shit.
I call them the alphabets.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? No,
and
fake.
the
You know what I mean?
Mardi
Alphabet.
Gras is like the weed festival, like for the smokers and shit, like for people that smoke and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They have a whole festival and shit. So there was one that was held in Nimbin and shit, right? And like we went there and shit, right?
Yeah.
So
That was wild.
I had a performance there,
Yeah.
and
Bruh.
we like you had to get a tent or you had to whatever, like book in advance, and we didn't know about that shit. So we're like, all right.
Let's
fuck.
just say black
So,
people
like,
are
we
never
just rocked up.
organized.
Yeah, we wasn't organized at the time. So we rocked up anyway. So we found some cool ass white people, whatever. They're like, oh, yep. And they live there.
Yeah.
So like, they're like, yeah, you guys can stay with us, whatever. We're like, yeah, that's cool. You know what I mean? As long as, because we're performing tomorrow, the next day. And it was like a couple of hours, six hours from here.
Yeah, but it's like from here to Nimbin, it's about like 3, 4 hours.
3-4 hours. Yeah. But it was our first time, so it took us 6 hours to get there. Because we
Bruh,
didn't know, we
but
didn't
let me tell you
know
this,
we were
man.
catching. So anyways, we got there. Hold up. When we got there, and there's people, they let us stay with them and shit. And then when we found the tent, they told us like, oh, you guys can't go through here or you guys can't go through there. And then that's when they're like, oh, we know a shortcut. And the shortcut, literally, there was the gate, the same shit that you were saying and shit, bro. Go on, we know shortcut.
Gotta go cut through this,
we
run through these bushes, go through the river.
Cut through the dead body.
That through that.
Yeah.
We're like, nah, bro. We take the long way, man. We go up the hill. Fuck all that shit.
Fuck that. But you know the worst thing, bro? It's like on us going over there, it was like out of the blue nowhere and shit. They hit him up. Like, yo, can you guys performing this shit? So like, fuck. So niggas are going there, right? 3 carlos, right? And this time when brothers are going there is money's limited, right?
Yup.
Money's limited. Weed's limited. Alcohol's limited. So pretty much niggas were broke on the way there, right? So
Young time.
young time. Like, we trying to get brothers out here. We trying to get them rich in the music game so we can get paid too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
with an entourage, goddammit.
Hey, but hey, you gotta respect that. You know what I mean?
So-
Like, you got this type of homies. Like, hey, look, I got a show in a couple of days.
Yeah.
You'll be like, all right, cool. Where? Yep. All right, cool. Let's
How
go.
we
We're
getting
going?
there?
We're going.
Yes.
You know. And then everybody else creates everything around it, which is the love, man. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly,
And
man.
So we end up going there, man. 3 carloads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No tents, no nothing,
No
no
tent.
whatsoever and
No
shit,
plan.
bro.
And we'll figure it
Probably
out
had
when
like,
we
what? Oh, out of all of us, we probably had like 3 carlos, bro. Probably had like $70, $80.
Yo.
Like, honestly, even one at the time, we ran out of fucking fuel anyway, but bruh. Remember that? Bruh, man, this.
Dude, I had to one time. Hey, that's when we had to literally.
Oh,
We
like
played
we had
the-
3
we-
cars,
we-
at least 2.
we-
One
we-
car can go, 2 cars stay and shit. All right,
One
y'all
of- one of-
drive, come
hey.
back. We look after that and shit.
One of the homies had to like. We had to. This is how we like to continue the way, man. Like one of the homies had to like play the guitar.
Yeah.
I had to sing, and then we gave the petrol station guy the guitar. And we signed it, and he kept it, and he said, "Yep, that's our fuel money." Because we could not pay for fuel to get to the
Bastard.
fucking show, bro. Like the struggles, nigga.
He took the guitar.
He took the guitar, but
payment.
he's like, "Okay, you guys sign it. Make sure it's valuable, and make sure you guys one day, whoop, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?"
Oh, true,
like that
man.
was the fucking like it was like that, man. And luckily, like that person was like, he felt the vibe. He felt
Bad,
the vibe,
bro.
but like that was the type of.
It's like the vibe was there. It's like,
That's love, bro.
it's like, when the homies, you pull up, it's like, people wonder, like, who are they? Like, you ain't even got no friends, just
Yeah.
like, who are they? Like, what makes you even ask who are they and shit, you know what I mean? First of all, that's the singer. We the motherfucking security guard, so get out the way.
Yeah, we
You know
were
what I mean?
gonna-
We're the security guards, so get out the way and shit, you know what I mean?
Me and the boys were thinking about doing that like 2 years ago with Serge. Just like walking through the city, like a whole bunch of big people wearing security.
Play the game, man. Play
It's,
it.
just like be like, oh, who's that? Like type shit. But yeah, we never did.
Straight up, man. Without you even saying
Yeah.
it, it's like, we know what goes through people's mind and shit. You see someone like, what's going on over there and shit? Why they all dressed in black?
Cause like everybody, everybody's nosy. Like they just want to like know what you're doing. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, like leave me alone.
But he sees like this, right?
But then it's the energy that you pull up with. That's just all they see. Before they see anything else around it, they're like, oh, okay, you got the right energy. You look like somebody. Who the hell are you? Now I'm interested. Like, you know what I mean? That's just like the energy that you provide in the first place before they even.
But it's like you see the secret. You see, you see what you can do.
Yeah.
But then you see them like nobody's doing
what is it?
Or does it. You know what I mean? Sort of thing. Like what you just said, walking in there making like sort of that scene just to see, what I mean, how society and everybody fucking around you acts and shit. You know what I mean? It's like
the story you always tell me. He always says like people that see him and shit, they're like, oh man, you play basketball? He throws some random shit. Nah, I play golf.
Yeah.
Bad, bro. Nah, I say I'm a jockey. Jockey is my favorite. Shit. Like, I'm basketball now.
I play squash, bro.
Got jockey and shit.
Bad, bro. Cause you can't be stereotyped, man. You know what I mean? Like everybody's stereotyped, bro. You see a tall black person, like, no, bro. I'm from the fucking village where we used to cattle farm and shit, bro. You know what I mean? I sit there, I had to look after, cows, cattle, look after my family and that. You know what I mean? It was wild and shit. But everybody just think I'm a basketball player. Cause I come out here and the only thing that they see as a black man tall on TV is being a freaking ball player.
Bad.
And that's some shit.
That's an automatic thing that they just see,
Yeah, stereotype, man.
Stereotype. Bad, man.
Like it's like when someone asks me like what type of music I like first thing in my head I think it's hip hop, but I'll say like alternative rock type shit because you trying to see where they're coming with this. Yeah. Because they'll just assume like because they're black you probably listen to rap.
Psychology, I like it. Yeah. I like it.
But then I'll say hip hop last. But I'll say it last,
It's like when they say you African, I tell them no, I'm Chinese. Yeah. Now, honestly, my mama Chinese. My daddy Blackanese. Like they start thinking it's like Africa. Like, come on, man, Africa is a whole damn continent. You know what I mean? It's a whole damn continent.
Nah, bro, I'm Egyptian. What?
Man, it's a crazy shit, bro. When they tell you speak African. You speak African? You ever been asked you speak African?
African, bro.
No, you ever been asked you speak African?
I've never been asked that before.
You've never been asked you speak African? No. Damn, you've been asked, do you speak African?
Yeah, I've been asked if I speak African, and I've been asked, God, what do African people eat? I said food. What do you think?
That's a good question. Well, that's a good answer because I would have probably been high and thought about it. I'm like, damn, man, we eat some crazy good shit. Like, I would have been like, start thinking like, you know what I mean, like of the dishes that we make and shit. Like, no, but that was a good, quick answer though. Man, food, what else you think?
Like the curiosity, what do you think we eat?
We eat berries and coconut.
Yeah, and grass and shit.
Bananas,
Yeah. It's like this, what do you guys do in your spare time? It's like, now we just play with the monkeys and the gazelles outside.
I got pet lion,
Hey, but that's the thing. It's a two-way street. You know what I mean? I gotta say this shit for real, bro. Like, before coming to Australia, I thought these motherfuckers rode kangaroos and koalas. I didn't know how big koalas were.
Yeah, that's how you tell motherfuckers
that's what
in
I
America.
thought. You know what I mean? Just like they think of us like we have lions and gorillas and shit as our pets.
Yeah, that's
they have dogs and cats.
Yeah.
It's like
so
they're
it's
lying.
a two-way street though, you know what I mean? If you don't know what you don't know, then you until you experience it.
That's
honestly,
true.
Before I moved here, I thought as soon as I moved here, I'll see some snakes and shit. Big ass spiders and shit. But hold
on. Here, when you moved here.
Yeah.
They don't have that shit in Canada?
No, we do, but we have little.
No, you don't have snakes though.
We have little garden snakes, they're green, small as fuck. But I'm still scared of snakes, bro. But anyway,
yeah, you still have the black in you.
Yeah, it goes
like cold ass place. Is
that a snake? Fuck no. It's like the I think how you say fear is learn.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where I got it, but my mom told me that my grandpa he was attacked by a snake.
Yeah.
And he was afraid of snakes. And I don't know, I think it's just a thing in my family that everybody's scared of snakes. Yeah. I fucking hate snakes, bro. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It could be the smallest snake, bro. Nope. Yeah. I'm going the other way.
Lizards to me is a snake, bro. Because
of the fear of being taught.
Fuck
like a fucking gecko corner. Oh, that shit looks like a snake. Nah, bro, get the fuck smack that bitch.
Nah, bro. Me, 4 snakes I've had in this house.
4
snakes.
I'm stepping out right now.
hey, you know, man, and that's why I got to thank God, bro. You know what I mean? Thank God for this dog that I have outside
Bro,
that most
I
people
didn't
are
come to
scared
this
of.
guy's house for 6 months, man. As soon as he told me about the first snake, I'm like, bro,
Three people.
until you get the I don't know, the vet people, get the whole RSPCAQ people.
Yeah.
To come to your
First
house.
of all, it was not inside though. Right? It was not one inside, 3 outside.
Oh, outside?
3 outside. Two my dog put them in half.
Yeah.
So I came in, I met them in half. They were half. But you know when they're still striking when they're half shit, I'm like,
That shit's
it's
fucked
like
up.
chicken when you
But
cut their head off,
regardless,
they
there
still
was
run
one
around.
But regardless, there was one inside.
And then
They might be.
that
How did
was
they get
the
in?
devil.
They have an interest. They're like El
fuck?
Chapo. They
Yeah.
build a bridge.
Yo.
They build a.
But
I mean, not
you know,
a
like
bridge.
you said though, like
Tunnel.
because I was so afraid of snakes. Of like literally, bro, the first snake that I felt first was when I seen it here. It was like my heart almost. I couldn't sleep in this house and shit, bro. And then the second
Bro.
one and shit, then the third one.
And the third one.
It's like after that one there, it's like any other snake or anything that I come by, it's like the fear is not as big no more and shit. It's
real?
like I'm ready for it. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, where's this snake at? So the shit, you know what I mean? So it's like I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a snake. I'm like, yeah, I was expecting you. I just didn't know what day and
Yeah,
shit,
what
but I've
day.
been expecting you. You know what I mean?
He
So
got,
like,
he got guests. He got guests. He's waiting for guests to
It's-
come through.
bad, bro. You know, bro, I had 10 people come and collect a snake that was this big.
Bro,
You know
how
what I
they
mean?
get in?
And none of them were white.
What?
I had 10 people coming, Matt, fucking Cody, all that shit come to get a snake. Remember when they came pick out a snake?
Yeah.
Bro.
Only one nigga came and that nigga there was coming to scream with me.
Yeah, for real.
Nigga, what you doing here,
I don't-
nigga? Like,
I don't fuck with sex, bro.
I'm like, why did you come? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To scream with me, nigga? Like, you
get
know what
the picture
you
of you
come
still
for, bro.
Wait, how did they get in the house? Do you know?
And that's a mystery. And that's,
And that's why I didn't come for 6 months. If one snake come in,
It's gonna be more.
we tried
Bruh.
looking for, we
tried
tried,
look?
we
They got
tried
away
looking. We thought one, that little one, it was the green snake, like when you were saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was about that end.
Yeah.
But to me, that was hell snake.
Yeah,
And
that-
shit. But
any
yeah,
snake.
the ones outside, I call it hell snake because it's a snake. And the ones outside, 2 of them were about this long. And then the other
Snake
one was
is a
about
devil
2 meters. The other one was
Yeah.
about 2 meters in the garage.
Fuck that, bro.
But I was, man,
Any
hey,
snake.
yeah.
Fuck, I don't fuck with snakes, bro.
Nah, that's
Aight,
one thing we like.
fuck all
we
that
do, bro.
creepy shit. Yeah, I mean, fuck around, a snake might creep in and shit. Hey, let me
Yeah.
ask you a quick
Look,
question, man.
yo.
Hey, what's up with the Let me ask you about your performance at the BBDL.
What? That sound like a porn shit.
Sorry, man. No, for sure. I'm just trying to read.
BBL?
No, not BBD. Not that.
Big boy, what?
I don't know, man. Homeboy or something.
Nah,
Wait, what?
I read that shit, right.
correct yourself. Nah.
BBDO.
The performance coming up. I bet the performance coming up.
Oh.
I probably got the locations and the name wrong or whatever.
You got the
Excuse
whole
me.
shit wrong.
Nah.
Oh, there's no. I don't know where you got BBDO from, bro. There's no names. Yeah. So we
What
got.
is it?
So we
I was.
where do we start, bro? So our collective is called New York Current Entertainment, and
I don't know, niggas. It started
See, I
again,
fucked
son.
it up.
You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
don't know
so-
where I got BBDL. I remember it was NYC
Yeah,
something.
nice. Yeah.
Where did
I
you get
jumped to
BBDL to
BBD
and what?
Shut up, bro.
Okay.
Like, it's,
All right.
Yeah.
You tell us.
So-
All right.
My
What's
bad,
this?
no,
What's
yeah.
popping?
We've got a collection.
You got a collection?
A collective.
A collective. Okay.
Called New York Current Entertainment, and we
Okay.
it's like a record label, but it's also a collective, or like
Yeah.
it's like people making music.
Homeboys come together and shit.
Yeah, we met in uni. Serge brought us together actually. He was our
Serge,
mentor. Yeah,
okay.
he was a mentor.
Yeah.
I remember first day he was a mentor. He was actually, not the best mentor, but but he was a mentor. He
it's
brought
getting
us,
there.
yeah, he like
He tried. He did his
he's
thing.
good at doing that. Like he's good at bringing people together. He brought us together, and we
like
call
that.
it's like New York Current Entertainment, but it's like when you abbreviate it, it's like NYCE. So like nice.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
We've got a like in-house band. It's called Aki, and they're like a full band. We got singers, drum, bass.
Okay,
And
the owners.
we're there. We have a show for them like in September, and they're performing like
Where?
some. I don't know where the first one is. I haven't got the full details yet because we're still working it out.
Still
You
happening.
gotta let us know so we can put it out there.
It's gonna
and
be
shit.
in the city. But they're performing. I'm gonna have like
In
a
Brisbane
little
City, yeah?
yeah.
All right, bet.
I'm gonna have a little like interval where I perform. I'm gonna perform like 2 songs and a cover.
Okay.
And there's gonna be a second one. The second one is gonna be bigger, so I'm gonna be there too. We're gonna have my boys, ZU. I don't know if you heard of ZU, but they're from here. Also
Yeah,
met
right about it.
connect them through uni. Like they make like like R&B, hip hop.
Yeah, they got some dope fire shit.
Yeah,
man.
very, very, very good.
Man, there's some talented motherfuckers out here in Brisbane.
They're gonna perform there too. But it's the main show is like focused around the band, and we're gonna be doing that. But later on, I want to do like a show for us, like the artists.
Okay.
And not just us, but I want to include like other like artists from the city, because I know so many people that make music, like dope music, but they don't have a platform.
Bro, exactly, man. Like that's for real, bro. There's no platform, so we don't even know like half of the artists is all you know, even like a quarter or a third of the people, you know what I mean, who do music out here, bro. Unless you know them personally.
No,
and shit.
exactly. So this was actually a conversation that me and Serge had like a year ago, like about starting like a festival in the city, with just like promoting local artists.
Yeah.
Giving them like a stage to, you know, perform. So how it work is like, you know, I'll give them some tickets, go sell some tickets, come back, perform for you, you know, your audience, and then everybody brings their audience together. We have like big crowds, and you know, people performing and getting exposure.
Yeah, because in Brisbane, man, like there's a lot of talented artists, right?
Yeah.
They know how to make all their music and shit,
Yeah.
but they don't really understand the business aspects of the shit,
Exactly.
like where to go and perform,
Yeah.
or how to even get to the place to like what to do after they made their songs. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
It's a hustle
so,
game,
like,
man. This music thing.
It is a hustle game, but like as an artist, like for especially if you're upcoming and you're still young, they don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like to open up that place like that, to give them that. There used to be a lot of like those showcases and stuff like that for artists to perform, but like it's not happening as much anymore. You know what I
See,
mean?
that's the
So,
thing though. Like
that's pretty dope. Like I like that you guys are thinking about doing
because
that
you
shit,
know,
shit like that.
it's like when you look at it, right, and like when I listen to all this, it's like we're waiting for people to do something.
Yeah, everyone's just waiting for
You
each
know, it's
other.
like everybody's waiting for
something
somebody
to
to
happen.
do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, who we waiting for to do that sort of thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, this is what I get out of everything that, you know, when I usually hear, you know what I mean, what's going on, you know, with people and the artists and, you know, people who are just creative and things that they want to do in their life and shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like people are waiting for an opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People waiting for an opportunity.
So,
And I'm just sitting there, I'm like,
Go make the
and I sit there and
opportunity.
and I sit there and I think to myself, I'm like,
100%.
that is a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Never wait for an opportunity or wait for someone to do something for you.
Yeah, facts.
You gotta be so freaking hungry that you gotta freaking like create that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I understand, like, you know what I mean, it might cost money or it might cost this shit. Like I see some people sometimes like put on a show. If you're an artist, you got money and shit, you wanna sing,
Yeah.
you wanna go to a show.
Definitely.
Why don't you put on a show?
Put a show on, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why don't you hire out the freaking, you know what I mean, the club?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know artists, since you know you sort of into this business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you got friends, people got friends. You know what I mean? Sort of shit. And this is how it's like no one's gonna do it. All right. You know, a couple of artists get together, let's do this stuff.
You know what it is?
and I feel like everybody's lacking, bro, waiting for somebody to do something.
No, it is like we live in like a lazy society.
Bad,
everything
B.
is like everything nowadays is like done for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we've just become so lazy as a society that we have like the best tools to make it into
Right.
do whatever we want. Not even just
Yo.
music, just like achieve your goals in life. You have like the best tools, and we're just like lazy because everything is being done for us through like
have that
automation and the
expectation.
robots and shit like that.
And yeah, because we feel like we feel like our connection is only through social media now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But
This is what
also
I was saying. It's
we
like
expect like a lot of us too, like a lot of the young people say, like expect you have high expectations, like you expect
Yeah.
shit to be done for you instead of trying
Exactly.
to do it
Yeah.
by themselves. You know what I mean?
And it's like you feel like, you know, as soon as you do something, you put on social media, your job is done.
Yeah.
But that is where,
Nah,
like,
that's
now,
where it starts.
Now let's be real about it and be,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, really be certain about it. You know what I mean? You've done all this work. You know, you've recorded it. Now you've done your music video, and now you've put it out there, right? Now you've put on social media.
Exactly.
What are you doing next? You know what I mean? Some people think like, okay, people just gotta share it. People just gotta share it.
Nah.
It's like, you know, in that way, it's like still, it's like you gotta go find yourself a way to connect, you know, with them. That's not just through that music,
Yeah.
because you know what I mean. They want to, you know, some people might want a connection to you
Yeah, facts.
to listen to your music.
Yeah.
Can I
like
say
you-
something?
Yeah.
You know what
Can
I'm
I
saying?
say something, man? Like on the real shit, like for like upcoming artists or some upcoming whatever, like youth, the upcoming artists are always the young people, right? Sometimes they may not have the money to create those kind of opportunities for themselves, right?
That's true.
So for them to try to do such things, or sometimes they may not even be old enough and shit. You know what I mean? To try to go to clubs and get those proper shows and all that shit. You know what I mean? So and that's where, you know,
There's a way around it though. Like
it's
with every obstacle, there's a way around it. So, like the money thing,
of course.
not being able to like go into clubs and stuff. Like you see, like street performers, like there's some like
That's
like,
right.
There's like
Buskers
good
and shit,
people
yeah.
Right.
that like have made it through doing that, like basking and stuff like that.
Man, that's real what you just said. Like, I just really sit there and I just think about it myself, right? Like, just for an example, just go there, you know, as regardless say, if you believe in yourself, nothing embarrasses you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you're a singer, you believe in you're a singer, you'd sing anyway. So nothing will really embarrass you, sort of shit.
Yeah.
And I just sit there and like imagine you have something that's so powerful, so deep. You know what I mean? Like we know that it connects. You know what I mean? It's some to you might not just, you know, especially artists, you're the biggest critic of your own damn self and shit. You know what I mean? But there's something there that connects to, you know what I mean, to a lot of us and shit. And you go down there in the middle of fucking Queen Street there, you set up there, you literally start something.
You start singing.
You literally start, you know what I mean? You literally create something there, things that you wouldn't just create like it was just your song playing.
Yeah, like-
because you could just go by.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But now you just created something more deep in the rap. And this is what I mean by why I keep telling my homeboys and shit, like, no, you need to go out there. It's not just about what you've done now and put it out there. It's like really connect. Let them be in front of them. You know what I mean? Let them really fucking feel you, sort of shit.
Exactly.
And you have this more connection where people will come to your fucking shows. Because this is how you get people to come to your shows now. This is where you get money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not on all that stuff.
Yeah.
But is that connection with people, bro?
Even like going out selling your CD.
Yeah. It's like going out there trying to sell your CD to the person and shit. You know what I mean? But
I just remember, I just realized this. Like one of the biggest pop stars of our generation, Justin Bieber, he started out singing guitar in the street.
on the streets.
Yeah, exactly. And
Have you ever
someone
done
found
that?
him. I have never. Actually, have I done that, Serge? Never, huh?
Have you ever done that on the corner?
That was the one time I almost did
Sing
it,
on the
but no,
street?
I was, I was
in
shy.
the street busting.
No, no.
Would you do it?
I was shy at the time.
Would
I
you
had
do it
an
now?
opportunity to do it, but I was shy.
Would you do it now?
I don't know if I would.
Would you do it now?
Like,
It's a deep
Yeah.
question now.
It is a deep question. Now, when it comes to
I
like,
wouldn't
would
like
you do
that.
it?
Now I wouldn't
That's
mind.
that's
Like,
the confidence.
Now that I understand
and
what I
that is-
understand.
that is a confidence and the
Gotcha.
trust within yourself and beyond. And this is where now
Yeah.
when I'm gonna put it down, you don't have that confidence and belief within yourself.
Yeah,
As
exactly.
much as you say you do.
Yeah.
If you
If you can't do it,
you do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Facts.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
doesn't
Yeah,
drag
I know
away
what
the
you're saying.
confidence.
You
Like,
know,
that
it
doesn't
doesn't
take away my
drag away the
confidence.
confidence,
Listen,
but
it
you're not
doesn't
as
ta-
confident as you think you is.
Listen,
Yeah.
it doesn't take away my confidence of like singing anyway and shit. Like, you know, I've been to the city one time, like a few times, whatever. Like, you know, you see those people playing their guitar or doing their whatever on the side, right? You jam out. They play a song that you know, you sing with them. You know what I mean? Or you
feel
give
like-
them the same vibe or the same energy. But like, I've never
I feel like
go sit down and go
sit down.
put the whole thing and do the whole.
I feel like if I
like
had
that.
more experience with like performing, I would. Just because I like even now like
The
when
more
it
confidence you get in yourself, of
when
more
like
and more that
being
you put.
being in front of people.
Exactly.
Like even now, like if I just walk down there and I don't know.
So you
someone
feel
that
like
gave me a mic,
that can be something like later on when you feel like, you know,
I'm confident.
because, you know, some people sit there and be like, damn, when I hit that big stage, you know what I mean? Like, I'm ready for that big stage. When I hit that big stage, that's when I'll be perfect. But, you know, through all this stuff now, I'm nervous here,
You aren't gonna-
But exactly, though, you know what I mean? You just think that as soon as it comes in, that's where it's going to be.
Nah,
Exactly.
you gotta practice.
Bruh, this is what I keep saying now, especially to every. If I was gonna sit there and get a bunch of artists over, bro, I'll be making sure that we be doing some shit that make sure that they feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's the shit that you need to get out of you.
Yeah,
That
facts.
freaking embarrassment. You know,
Yeah.
and that's what it is. It's not that you're scared to sing in front of people. You know what I mean? Because you do that naturally.
Yeah.
But it's just the embarrassment of the feel of the, you know, where
Someone-
you
someone's
are.
judging you.
Because
Comfort
yeah,
zone.
you out of your
Because
comfort
of
zone.
that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like because you're in the stage, but it's just that there is, you know what I mean? It's not that stage set for you. It's you creating the stage, trying to bring people in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you gotta have like, I feel like for you to build that into someone, you know what I mean, to really see that, I feel like that is the biggest leap of a lot, you know, any artist that would take that shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who has that much fucking talent. Because all it takes is that one person from the street to see him. You know what I mean? Because not everybody's watching on the internet. but everybody outside is watching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know how it is, man. He's been a fucking vibe, boys. Hey, you know what I mean? Like we gotta come back and do this shit, man. You know what I mean? It's been a hell of a shit. This is like one of bro. One of the first. We're coming back, man. This is Black City. We haven't even introduced this stuff yet,
what I love about this, man, it was just like a brotherly conversation. Like it wasn't even like no individual fucking like. That's beautiful, man.
That's right, man.
You know
exactly.
That's what I love about the Black City vibe. You know what I mean? It's just a whole damn vibe by itself. You know what I mean? Just the whole link and connect and shit like that. Man.
Black City, Rack City.
Straight up, man. Straight up, man. See, we gotta get some more of your freaking damn music out here and shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's like I'm sitting out here singing to myself. Even Serge can probably, definitely vouch for me on this shit, bro. I'm probably sitting there next to the fucking two of the best fucking artists in fucking Brisbane, yet that nobody knows about. No, honestly, bro, if I'm gonna put it down like that, you know what I mean? That haven't been heard of.
Yeah.
Simple as that, you know what I mean?
Appreciate it, bro.
And shit, because, later on when people fucking hear this shit and get down and you want to talk about music and connection and things, and we listen to everything that's out there right now, and, people who are vibing on the hottest Australian music and all this crap.
Yeah.
I'm sometimes it shakes me and hurts me, bro, to be like, damn. Something need to be done, brother. Because
God knows,
brothers out here got,
God
too
knows,
much.
there's a time for everything and there's a time for everybody.
There is.
You know what I mean? So like when the time do come through, bro.
In God's name, bro.
Yes, sir, bro.
In God's name, my G.
The way it's supposed to.
You know what it is, man. You know what it is, nigga.
It's
It's a rap.
time, bro.
Hey, good. Good art takes time.
I'm telling you, bro. I can crazy shit.
Hey, that's me. Damn, are we rolling? Hold on, let me plug myself real quick. Pause. This is me. Search up Chico, CHIKO, and then underscore anything, and then you find me.
Straight up, man.
Approaching my shit like I'm J. Cole. I got a high power like I stay stoned, like a light tower. I'm lit as shit. I stay killing shit like I slit my wrist. My money like Chapo, that's pesos. Now I ain't innocent cause I'm first to death, and I be running shit. I gotta catch my breath, weighed out like a bad bitch with fashion sense. I be at the gym, gotta warm up.
Hey, warm up, nigga, warm up.
My niggas in the clubs and the bad bitch go by, think she got a man, nigga, hold up. Pockets full of dead presidents, nigga, cash me a check, that's when the whole show up. Then they asking it roll up.
Oh, hell no.
I'm stupid in love, wish Cupid pull up, it's still not enough for me. I got a hoe with me, but she not a wife to me. I'm stupid in love, it's never enough, these girls are in love with me. I got the receipts, I fill out the C's, and you need to ride with me. I got this girl in her feelings, I'm like, nice to meet ya. No double cup, but I still lean it. Think I am feeling her features. She a bright star on the ceiling. She want this A+, I'm a teacher. I got 4 bands like the seasons. Girls in my DMs, you think I was cheating. It's just me and my niggas this season. Stay swerving, I'm dodging these demons. Boys come around in the PMs. I need a wife, not a beater. But like I'm Griffin, not Peter. My girl look like Rachel Demeter. She play my song on repeat, it go status. I'm on it, I'm feeling the meter. I seen this girl in the city one time. She was a bad one, and it just happened to be on a weekend. Believe me, she held my brain down in the deep, and you seeing me, baby. I told my niggas, look right over there in the blue, do you see that, baby? She got the really long hair and the booty, I know that you see it. Hey, there go club, bitch. 3 weeks later at the same place for a little celebration. Think it was a birthday, hopping out the car, seeing the figure, it's the same bitch. Like, damn, you do this shit every weekend. If you was fast food, I wouldn't take you out. Like a fat nigga now, I wouldn't work you out, but respectfully, I'm stupid in love, wish Cupid pull up. These girls ain't no good for me. I don't need a hoe with me, cause she not a wife to me. I'm stupid in love, wish Cupid pull up. These girls stay in love with me. I got some good seeds, I blow up the seas, and you need to ride with me. I got this girl in her feelings, I'm like, nice to meet ya. No double cup, but I still lean it. Think I am feeling her features. She a bright star on the ceiling. She want this A+, I'm a teacher. I got 4 bands like the seasons. Girls in my DMs, you think I was cheating. It's just me and my niggas this season. Stay swerving, I'm dodging these demons. Boys come around in the PMs. I need a wife, not a beater. But like I'm Griffin, not Peter. My girl look like Rachel Demeter. She play my song on repeat, it go status. I'm on it, I'm feeling the meter.
Stupid in love, wish Cupid pull up, it's still not enough for me. I got a hoe with me, but she not a wife to me. I'm stupid in love, it's never enough, these girls are in love with me. I got the receipts, I feel like the seas, and you need to ride with me.